Welcome back, YouTube. We are continuing more MSQ today. It's pretty bright and early. I've got my coffee and stuff, and Robon is the first person I have to speak to. So I'm not gonna do the voices very well. Just strap in and be ready for that. And let's go ahead and continue. We've been careful to avoid needless shows of force this side of the wall, but that's all about to change. And when it does, you may be sure they'll send their new toys out to entertain us. I would ask you to participate in this operation, but from that look I see it as a foregone conclusion. My thanks. Per Pippin's plan, we need to turn East End into an imperial graveyard. You're a dab hand at this, and I'd be a fool not to use you. Head to this spot on your map, right here. Patrol should be along shortly. Deal with them, then rendezvous with the rest of us at this location. Go well. We have background music? We do not. Oh, you know what? Another thing to turn this back. Oh, that's right. No, we don't have flying yet. Samurai. All right, this is the rendezvous. Oh, there's a aether current. How convenient. All went to plan then. Good. Our scouts report that a unit escorting the prototype weapons has left Castellum Veladina. The resistance is already in position, so we have to wait for our guests to arrive. Oh, these guys. This guy in particular.
Things looked grim for us after Cartano, didn't they? Oh, how they doubted us. Yet here we are, right as rain, with fancy new toys to put through their paces.
Oh, disgusting.
It's like all my name days have come at once.
This guy has a catchphrase? I think this guy has a catchphrase.
Well, 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 if it isn't Garland's little troublemaker. I can't wait to see the look on Xenos' face when I bring him your head. secret weapons here don't grind it into mush. Attack!
I'm gonna start from right and then go left.
Get after them, damn you!
Ooh. Oh, I'm about to die. Oh, Alice. Can I get some of them heals, girl? Thank you, Lord. He who fights and runs. What the? Who in the hell's are you lot? Al amigo, let none escape.
behind my arse. I've passed harder stools than these piles of scrap. You'll pay for this. Mark my words, the next time we meet will be the last.
Aye, run and tell your viceroy. The day belongs to El Amigo.
Well done, all of you. I'd call this operation a resounding success. Can't say I'm surprised. The Bull of Alamigo had an impressive military record before he went west, as I recall. Credit where credit's due, Master Kemp, Post-Marshal Tadapun, who made this plan, and all of you, Resistance and Alliance alike, who carried it out to perfection. Aye, that they did. Not a single casualty, for which I'm grateful beyond words. No doubt our comrades back at the Reach will feel the same. As well ours. It's been a pleasure, General. Until the next battle. Nago, I leave the Scions in your care. We shall return to the castrum then. MSQ, Mistress Livia, once more you have my thanks. As Master Kemp said, until the next battle. I heard the stories, but to actually see you in action. I almost found myself pitying the Imperials. Seriously, though, it was inspirational. But you must be tired of hearing that. I'll keep it simple then. Thanks for the help out there. I have a new samurai weapon. Well, there's no reason to remain here any longer. Let's get back to the Reach. So before we do the other quest, we're gonna conclude this one with Nago. You didn't have to take part in the operation, but you did. You went above and beyond what we asked of you, without hesitation. For that we owe you a debt. Victory may not count for much in practical terms, but its symbolic value can't be overstated. Alliance and Resistance fighters came together to face an Imperial unit equipped with Garlemald's newest weapons, smashed them. People will remember this day. Aye, they will, for it marks the beginning of something far greater than any single victory. The beginning of a campaign by a united Eorzea to drive the Garleans from our lands. Promises and platitudes mean naught without action, but the Alliance took the field and risked their lives for our cause. To think that the last time Gridanian troops trod this soil was more than a century ago, during the Autumn War. That was to defend against our invasion. Ours is a long and bloody history, to be sure. It gives me heart to see that despite our acrimonious past, we can still come together for the sake of the future. Well said, Commander, which is why I intend to go from village to village and spread word of our victory and our new alliance. The people will flock to our banners, just you wait and see. MSQ Alice, I cannot thank you enough for your assistance. Alright, now we can go speak with Mefrid, who is standing next to Lise. This is the other quest we had. This tunnel will take us all the way to the peaks. We're on a mission for Conrad to Alagana. Clear the barricade, if you would. Aye, sir. Shouldn't take more than a moment. There's more villages there than out here, but also more Imperials keeping a close eye on things. We'll need to tread carefully.
I remember the peaks of Girabania, silent watchmen that would stand long after we were gone. We came seeking allies to join us in the fight against the Empire. People who had had enough. People who had suffered every possible indignity. Who had been treated like animals, day after day after day.
We've got glamour in place here too, as you may have noticed. So far as the Imperials are concerned, this is not more than a testament to the savage impulses of a lesser race. Remember though, once we leave these ruins, we'll have no glamours to conceal us. The village is to the east. Keep watch for patrols as we move. Just checking for any aether currents. Nary an Imperial in sight. That's a mercy. Alagana's due east past that bridge. Follow me. It's not much further. You can rest easy. We made it. This is Alagana. It feels strange coming home like this. I always imagined it would be... Sorry. It has nothing to do with why we're here. We need recruits. Aye, we do, but as I said back at the Reach, it's a little more complicated than just asking our volunteers these days. As you know, we're short-handed because many of our people were taken in by the Griffin's promises and went to the wall, never to return. It wasn't just them, though. Folks from all over, including some of my former comrades, answered his call to arms. As for why we came to this particular village, it's rumored that Alagana lost a few youths as well. There's truth to that, and there could be others sympathetic to the cause. Then again, after the Griffin's betrayal, they may be suspicious of outsiders claiming allegiance to the Resistance, and rightfully so. So with all that in mind, how are we supposed to convince them to join? I mean, I knew it wouldn't be as simple as giving a speech in the village square. Not if you didn't want the place to be burned to the ground, no. Might as well piss in the Viceroy's eye. We'll need to be a good deal more circumspect than that. Never know when an Imperial spy is listening. We must speak with the Elder first. I know for a fact he can be trusted. We'll listen to what he has to say and decide what to do after. Sounds like a plan. Let's hope there's still some brave men and women here willing to fight. Raganfrid, the village elder, is over by the shore. No time like the present. let's have a word. Let us go ahead and attune. I see an aether current up there. Don't know you, traveler. You a merchant? You'll not find much custom here. Greetings and well met, Elder, and sincerest apologies that I did not send word ahead of our arrival. Too long have I been away from Malagana, and I would know of your recent troubles. Ah, you are comrades of Mefrid, I see. I see. Speak on, though I suspect I know your purpose. The Griffin came with many men and left with many more. Such as the rumor, is it true? He lit a fire in their hearts and then dangled a dream before their tired eyes. And now you come to steal away what few remain. The Griffin was a traitor and a madman. We had no part in his schemes. We have made an agreement with the Alliance. This time it will be different. This time. Cold comfort to the dead and the ones they left behind. How much more must we give you before you've had your fill? But surely you hate the Empire as much as we do. They took our lands, our traditions, even our god, and they demand a fifth of what little we've got left. I hate the bastards, with every fiber of my being. But hate's not enough, Mefrid. We can't keep doing this. I'll not tell anyone you came, but you need to go. Leave us be and never return. You've got no right to speak to us like that. I've got a quarry that was producing barely enough to keep us fed, and that was before half our young men and women went off to die for your bloody cause. So yes, I've got every right to tell you to leave my village. No, you don't, because it's my village too, my home. What in the hells are you on about? Wait, I know those eyes. You're one of Curtis's girls. Lise Hext, and I'm here. I'm here to take back my homeland. Augur, the last time I saw you I didn't even know if you were still alive. I never thought you would come. I almost didn't. My sister never will. Lots of others won't either, and that's why we've got to carry on the fight. You even sound like him. As you say, I've got no right to tell you to leave. Malagan is as much your home as it is mine. But as I say to you again, we can give no more. Yes, I heard you the first time. Let's go. Could have been handled better, but what's done is done. At least we've been granted permission to stay. I was hoping Raganfred might help us recruit some of his people, but that clearly isn't going to happen. If we're to convince any of them to join, we'll first need to regain their trust. It's risky, and it's hardly subtle, but I say we approach the villagers directly. See what problems they've got and if we can do anything to help. Makes sense to me. Let's split up and ask around. You'd best keep your distance if you know what's good for you. Say your piece and move on. Looking for folks down on the luck. Congratulations, you've found one. As you can see, my leg ain't what it used to be. Some days I can hardly walk for the pain. Mornings are the worst, especially after cold nights. Hard labor's right out. Too much pain and trouble for others. There's a tea what helps with it, though. I need to grind a chapuli horn and hornbill talon for the blend. you'll go and get some for me, just like that. You needn't trouble yourself so. New face in Oligana. What would you ask of me then? Stranger and a generous soul besides. Bollocks. That's not more suspicious than a good Samaritan. On the other hand, if you're an Imperial agent, I'd expect you to go about your business with more discretion. Gourmet, you really are here to help, aren't you? Very well. I'll take you up on your offer, stranger. My little brother's working the rocks by Grimmin and Id. He's got something for me. Can you go and get it? Right then. Brian Curl is his name. Ask him for the leftovers. He ought to understand. That is quite far. This one is a little bit more attainable right now without pausing. I might have to bust out the chocobo. Alright, so that one's done. We're gonna go down that way and complete this next one. Here for the leftovers, are you? Not like my brother to send someone in his stead, but so be it. It's all in the sacks over yonder. They're bleeding heavy, mine, so be careful when you pick them up. Alright. Now we can just go back here. Ah, the new face. You have my leftovers. Well, I'll be. You actually went and brought the whole lot. Much obliged. Much obliged. It's saltpeter for making fire sand, in case you're curious what it's all for. The rocks by the lakes have got good deposits. It ain't hard for my brother to pass for any other plodding quarrymen, all the while sweeping bits and pieces off to the side, to bundle up and sell to the settlers what trade with the resistance. A living. And a way of fighting back besides. Our way of spitting in the Garlean's eye for putting our father in an Imperial uniform and shipping him off to some faraway province 15 years ago. You know if he's dead or alive even. Though if he were alive, he'd not be long for this world if we were caught fighting for the resistance. So this is the best we can do. That's the long and short of it. We do what we can, but we know it's not enough. I think you'll find that most folks here ain't much different. Everybody's got a reason, but in the end the result is the same. Suppose I just wanted you to know, is all. That we know why you're here. And that even if we can't join you, we wish we could. You've been gone a while. What brings you back to Aldegana? Oh, I never meant to... I mean, in times like these, you never think people will actually. This country's hard on people, but it's not just that. The Imperials, they've made it known not to be helped. A dead man's good for one lesson, you know, whereas a live one. You're with the Resistance, right? Suppose there's no reason not to tell you then. My father, God rest his soul, was deathly sick at the time, and so I'd gone out into the forest, spear in hand, to gather herbs. Then I had the good fortune to run into an Imperial patrol. My weapon marked me as a rebel, or so they said. Not that it made a difference if I'd fought back. I knew what a lot of them were about the moment that Centurion laid eyes on me. Didn't matter in the end, of course. Some people just like to hurt others. By the time I limped back to the hut, it was too late for my father. Too late for me too, I and many others I imagine. Help them too if you like. Be grateful and say thank you, but beyond that, wouldn't hope for much. Ah, there you are, MSQ. I've been trying to help the villagers deal with this food shortage of theirs. Recently, the Imperials have been swooping into villages unannounced and seizing supplies in order to prevent the people from stockpiling, in case they might be in league with the resistance. It's not much, but I've taught them a few tricks to better hide what little they've got left. How is Lise getting on, by the way? You'd think people would be more inclined to trust a local girl, assuming they remember her, that is. No, I didn't mean to. And where were you these past 20 years? Where were you when we were being ground under the Black Wolf's boot? On the other side of his bastard wall, living the high life, I'll wager. It's not fair. Oh, and who's this? Another one of your freedom-loving friends, deigning to help us poor unfortunate souls? Trying to whip us into a frenzy, so we'll go and storm a castrum with our own pickaxes and shovels. Leave, all of you, before you bring a cohort down on us all. And you, don't you dare speak like you're one of us. You can't even begin to understand what we've been through. You weren't here, Lise. You weren't here. This is my home, and I love it with all my heart. And if you truly have any love for it too, you'll keep us out of your doomed rebellion. That's a point. No matter what I say or do, it doesn't change the fact I left them behind. This isn't about me or anyone else. It's about All Amigo. Let's go and find Meffred. Looks like the other wasn't the only one unwilling to hear us out. Can't blame them, given what happened at the wall. I thought I might be able to appeal to them as a fellow, I don't know. But if anything, it just made them angrier. I haven't lived through it like they have. I can't claim to know the struggle like they do either, Lise. I ran too. But if I hadn't, I'd never met MSQ or the rest of you. We might not be here today in a position to make a difference. So I don't regret my choices, nor will I apologize for them. There's more than one way to fight. Help! Someone, anyone, we need help! I don't like the sound of that one bit, come on. Ricotta. The Tributum and the bloody Ratman, they... Damn it all. You there, take a deep breath and then tell us what happened. It's all business as usual. The Tributum's due soon, and we're taking it to the Imperials when the Sigrun attacked. They took my brother and our money. Took him where? Ruins to the south of here. It was just an old temple before they came, and... Listen, Warkrata's the only family I've got left. If I lose him, the Ziggurat! The Ratman took them there. He's as good as dead. We've got to get after them. There's even a chance her brother is still alive. We have to try. You're right, Lise. We've got to help them. If not for the missing man, then for the tributum. Garlands won't suffer excuses if they're late. The work crowd is being held somewhere at the ziggurat to the south, which has been taken over by a host of Sicaran bandits. That about covers it then. Be prepared for a fight. It may not be the most challenging foes, but there's sure to be a lot of them. Alright, we'll see you in a sec. Please, let me go. I'm begging you. I don't want to die. Hear that? I think it came from the top of the ziggurat. Who dares come to loot our man-flesh? Ours to eat, ours to eat. We knew it'd come to this. Kill them quick before they alert the others. I was like, I know that sound. This building and structure makes me want to play like Minecraft or something. Rogger, what did I ever do to deserve this? Gone to bed hungry for months. I'm skin and bones. I'd hardly make a snack, much less a meal. Oh, you found him. Well, Aid, are you here to rescue me? Your sister sent us. It's gonna be alright. My sister. Oh, Rogger be praised, she's safe. And you lot fought your way in here just for me. You think there are still good, brave folk in this world? We should go before the sick can return in force. Do you still have the tributum? Oh god, it's the tributum. The Imperials will be wondering where I am. I have to go. Wait, right now? In your condition? Don't understand. You were given a warning last month for being short. If I don't make it in time, there's no telling what will happen to me and my sister. She's so frustrated. I'm glad we saved him, but seeing him run off like that, got a bad feeling about this. Listen to Mask Mefford. I think we need to go after Warkrata. Wait, you had better not be thinking of stopping him. You heard what he said. They don't pay one way, they'll pay another. I know that I do, and I don't want to interfere. I just want to see that he makes it there safely. If that's the sum of it, then fine. Let's head down and see if we can't pick up his trail. On closer inspection, you find nothing of interest. In the dirt, you spy a chocobo feather. Any luck? A chocobo feather, is it? By my reckoning, it came from Warkrata's bird, in which case, there's a collapsed bridge just around the bend. Hug the rocks and stick to the shadows. We'll find him soon enough. Any minute now, I expect he'll come thundering round the bend and... Hear that? Get to cover, quickly now.
Are they Imperials?
Worse. Skulls. Listen, Lise. Whatever happens, stay hidden and do not intervene. Understood?
What?
You there! Halt! You know you shouldn't be here. Explain yourself.
Forgive me, sir. I came to deliver the tributum.
Oh, aye. A likely story. Only a fool would dare to come so late. Or, mayhap, a resistance spy.
No, no, you've got it all wrong. I was waylaid by bandits. It's not my fault.
I said halt!
Is this a joke? You don't seriously expect us to believe this is a fake? How stupid do you think we are?
It is, I swear, on my mother's life.
Spare us. You came late, you lied about bandits, and then you tried to cheat the Empire of its due.
Think you can kill them all? Including the ones watching from the tower? Even if you did, others would come for him and his family. You'd be condemning them all to a life of hard labor. Assuming they didn't just execute them, that is.
But it isn't fair.
It's your bloody fault we're stuck out here patrolling this godforsaken wasteland. It's your fault I have to listen to people go on and on about how Alan Egans can't be trusted. I've worked and toiled harder than any man. I'm a citizen, goddammit. And what are you? A stupid, stubborn little dog who'd sooner bite the hand that feeds him and pine for the good old days.
That's enough!
Lord Xenos is expecting our report.
I bet the poor bastard can't believe his luck. He gets to go home. We should do the same.
I'd heard their commander was keen-eyed, but gods, that was a near thing. It tears me up inside to see our own kinsmen doing the bidding of the Viceroy. They made their choice, and if it comes to it, I'll cut down every last one of them myself. Recruita's alive, and Tributum's been paid. That's all that matters for now. I, for one, would rather not wait around to see if the Skulls decide to return. We'd best get back to Alagana and tell Regradford and his man got the job done. I owe you a debt of gratitude for what you did. Ricardo told me everything. How you fought with the Sicarn and saved his life. For all the good it did. You saw what happened when he met with the Skulls. How they beat him half to death. We could have stopped him. I reckon you could. Effort's a warrior. This is your comrade. And you're strong like your father. That much is plain. I thank Ralgo you did not, because it would not have ended with them. Ricardo and his sister would have been branded insurgents, if not the whole lot of us. Bones heal, scars fade. The dead remain dead. We're alive. That's more than can be said for only the gods know how many others. That's enough for you, is it? To put up with whatever they do to you, so long as you get to see another day. That's right. You grit your teeth and you learn to live with the pain. Admit I was quick to judge you, Lise, and for that I apologize. I know you and yours mean well, I do. But I'm telling you, God's in the heavens is my witness that we've got nothing left to give. We can't help you. Understand. Thank you for your honesty. She may say it, but she doesn't mean it. Nor would I expect her to. Her father was stubborn as an ox, too. She's set on walking the same path. I but pray she won't follow it to the same end. I'll be doing a 360. Well, she took it better than I anticipated, which isn't saying much, I suppose. We should go and see if she's alright. Sorry about running off like that. All the Megans terrorizing their own. Just can't accept it, you know? No matter what he thinks, they shouldn't have to put up with it day after day after day. I'm not completely naive, you know. I didn't expect them to storm a castrum with their pickaxes and shovels or whatever it was. Nor did I expect Ricardo to just lie there in the dirt while they kicked him. I can't claim to know their pain. I barely remember this place or even my father's face. But I remember Ida's. I remember how scared she was when we ran. That look in her eyes when she talked about home. Her home. But not mine, is it? There you are, Lise. Been looking all over for you. Well, you found me. got something else to say. That I do. I said some things to you before that I should have. It wasn't my place to do so, and I'm sorry. All that rubbish I spouted about how I loved my village, but when one of ours was in need, I was cowering here with all the others. I didn't even think to go after work, Grata. But you did. Made me feel like the bloody hypocrite I am. If I truly cared for my people, I'd fight for them. So I will, if you'll have me. You're asking to join the resistance? When you put it like that, I suppose I am. But not just me. There are others who I know I've been thinking about it for a while now. There's not many of us, and we're not hardened warriors like you lot, but if your heart bleeds for Alamigo, then that's good enough for me. You and yours are more than welcome at Rogger's Reach. Thank you, sir. You won't regret this. I'll go and speak with the others and send word when we're ready. Still think this isn't your home? No, I was thinking out loud. And with that, my friends, our mission is concluded. Let us return to the Reach. First of all, allow me to commend you both on a job well done. Though nothing went according to plan, we nevertheless managed to attract some new recruits, and it was your passion and conviction that moved them to join. Thank you. No, thank you for giving me an opportunity to find out what our people have been through these past 20 years. It's been humbling and troubling, too. I'd heard about the skulls, but that was the first time I'd seen them in the flesh. I know you say they're the same as any other Imperial soldiers. Maybe that's all I have to think of them myself if our paths ever cross on the battlefield, but when, not if, that day will come, Lise. You can't afford to hesitate when it does. Young, old, conscript, citizen, Garlean, Alamigan, none of that matters. They've all got their reasons, but they're no better than yours, especially when they're bearing down on you blade in hand. Saying that, I don't want to kill them any more than you do. If I could convince them to lay down their arms, I would. Sadly, I've never been such a talker myself, but who knows? Maybe you could be one, Lise. Your father certainly was. Right then, I'd best begin preparing for these new recruits. Mask Lise, it's been a pleasure. Alright, that's going to do it for this block. We'll see you in the next one. I'm going to go see if I can get a little louder. Maybe we'll get into some voices. Like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content, and we'll see you.